Let me tell you about a $400 washing machine that cost a family $6,000. They bought it on Black Friday. Big name brand. Massive orange sale tag. Felt like a win. 3 years later, the drum cracked, the control board fried, and the repair guy laughed, not cruelly, just the tired laugh of someone who's seen this 100 times. The parts didn't exist anymore. The machine was designed to be unrepairable. They threw it out and bought another one. And the cycle started again. That family wasn't stupid. They were deceived. Systematically, deliberately, and profitably deceived. This is the story of how it works, and why millions of ordinary Americans are finally waking up to it. On the logo is a costume. Here's the thing nobody tells you when you walk into a Home Depot or Lowe's. The brand names on those shelves are not the same brands your parents bought. The logo is identical. The colors are identical. But about 20 years ago, something quietly changed. The mega retailers, these $100 billion warehouse empires, walked into boardrooms and gave legendary American manufacturers an ultimatum. Hit our price point, or lose your shelf space. And the brands blinked. They didn't walk away. They didn't protect their legacy. They created shadow product lines, entry-level versions of their own products, engineered from scratch to be cheap, stamped with the same trusted name, and sold to people who had no idea they were buying a costume wearing a crown. The DeWalt yellow, the John Deere green, the Maytag logo. And these aren't brands anymore. At a big box store, they're marketing uniforms draped over lesser machines. The appliance trap. Every Memorial Day, every Labor Day, every Black Friday, the ads are the same. Save $400 on a name-brand washer. And Americans line up for it. Because $400 off sounds like a deal. It's not. It's the setup. Here's what's actually happening. The big box chains don't negotiate a discount on the standard machine. They commission a different machine entirely. A cheaper one, built to a brutal retail price point. Thinner steel. Smaller motors running at 90% capacity every single cycle. Plastic tubs. Electronic control boards crammed with sensors that fail instead of simple mechanical timers that don't. The machine looks like a whirlpool. It says Maytag on the door. Yeah, but it shares almost nothing with the commercial-grade units that built those names. And the cruelest part? When it breaks, usually in year 3, the repair technician pulls up the model number and finds that the parts for this specific entry-level SKU are either gone or cost more than the machine itself. You didn't buy an appliance. You leased one for 3 years without knowing it. Meanwhile, a Speed Queen, the kind your local independent appliance dealer stocks, has a mechanical timer, a stainless steel tub, and a motor built with headroom. It costs more up front. It lasts 15 to 20 years. The math isn't complicated. The access to that information is what the big box model depends on you not having. Why your plumber won't touch that faucet, hand a licensed plumber a $60 faucet you grabbed off a clearance rack, and watch what happens. Some will install it under protest. Most will refuse to warranty their labor. The good ones will hand it back and explain, patiently, like they've had this conversation 100 times, why they won't touch it. Here's what they know. That faucet, $59, special buy sticker, chrome-looking finish, has a plastic drain assembly painted to look like metal. The supply lines are undersized. The housing is polymer with a metallic coating. Everything that could be cheapened has been cheapened, down to the last fitting. Now, major brands will tell you the valve cartridge, the core mechanism that controls water flow, is identical across their product tiers. And for brands like Moen and Delta, that's technically accurate. But a faucet is not just a cartridge, it's a system. And everything surrounding that cartridge in the cheapest model is built to fail. When the plastic drain cracks, not if, when, water doesn't announce itself. It seeps. It hides behind your vanity, inside your wall, under your floor. By the time you notice, you're dealing with rotted drywall, a collapsed vanity base, and black mold in places you can't see. A $59 faucet becoming a $4,000 insurance claim is not a horror story. It's a pattern. Professional plumbers buy their fixtures from commercial plumbing supply houses. The cheapest item on the shelf at a plumbing supply house has solid brass internals and metal drain assemblies. The floor of quality is simply higher because the store doesn't cater to people chasing the lowest number on a sticker. Yet the John Deere illusion. Walk through the garden section of any Home Depot and you'll see them. Green and yellow riding mowers. The Leaping Deer logo right there on the hood. $1,200 price tag. The average homeowner sees John Deere and feels a certain confidence. A heritage brand. A serious machine. They're not wrong about the brand. They're wrong about the machine. John Deere's 100 series exists for exactly one purpose: to sit on that warehouse floor, to be the green and yellow machine that Home Depot gets to sell, to hit a price point. And to hit that price point, something had to go. And what went was the transmission. The 100 series runs a sealed, light-duty transaxle, fixed hydraulic fluid, no drain plug, no service interval, no way to maintain it, because it was never designed to be maintained. We'll use it to mow a flat suburban quarter acre once a week, and it'll probably survive 5 or 6 years. Push it harder, tow a load, tackle a real slope, run it the way people run tractors, and the fluid overheats, the gears wear, and the transmission dies. Replacement costs nearly as much as the mower itself. The authorized John Deere dealer down the road sells the X300 and X500 series. Serviceable transmissions, cast iron axles, machines built to actually work. Home Depot isn't allowed to carry those models. The dealer network is contractually protected. The only John Deere you will ever see at a big box store is the cheapest, least repairable version the company manufactures. The logo does the work. The logo makes you think you're buying the real thing. You're not. The system is not broken. It's working exactly as designed. This isn't a bug in the big box model. It's the product. The entire store layout, the end cap displays, the special buy stickers, the clearance racks positioned at eye level, is a system engineered to pull you toward the lowest priced item in every category. Not the best value, the lowest price. And then the heritage brand logo does the psychological work of convincing you that lowest price and adequate quality can coexist. They can't. Not in appliances, not in plumbing, not in power equipment. The average American family has been trained over 2 decades through millions of transactions to equate convenience and low upfront cost with smart shopping. The big box retailers built that belief. It serves them. It costs you. The exit. The good news, the alternative still exists. It's just one extra stop. For appliances, find a local independent dealer. Ask specifically about commercial grade or analog models. Speed Queen is the most referenced, but a good independent dealer will know what's in stock and what actually gets serviced locally.